The Siege of Port Arthur and the Battle of Nanshan were two critical engagements during the Russo-Japanese War, 1904 to 1905, marking Japan's determined push to seize the heavily fortified Russian naval base at Port Arthur. These battles demonstrated Japan's superior planning and modernized military tactics while exposing weaknesses in Russian command and strategy. Battle of Nanshan, May 25, 1904. The gateway to Port Arthur. Before launching a direct assault on Port Arthur, Japan needed to secure the Liaodong Peninsula. The Battle of Nanshan, fought on May 25, 1904, was a key engagement in this effort. The Japanese First Army, under General Mersuk Nogi, faced a well-entrenched Russian force defending the narrow Nanshan Isthmus. Japanese assault. Despite facing heavy artillery and barbed wire defenses, Japanese forces launched relentless infantry attacks. After suffering heavy casualties, they finally broke through Russian lines. Russian retreat. Russian forces, under General Fyodor Keller, abandoned their positions and retreated toward Port Arthur, allowing the Japanese to advance further down the peninsula. The Siege of Port Arthur, August 1, 1904 to January 2, 1905. After securing Nanshan, the Japanese army moved to besiege Port Arthur, one of Russia's most strategic naval bases in the Pacific. The siege became a brutal, months-long battle of attrition. Japanese assaults. From August to December 1904, Japanese forces launched repeated attacks on the fortress, suffering massive casualties due to strong Russian fortifications and artillery. Fall of 203-meter hill. In December, the Japanese captured the 203-meter hill, a vital position overlooking the Russian harbor. Using artillery, they bombarded the Russian Pacific Fleet, forcing many ships to be scuttled. Russian surrender. On January 2, 1905, after months of starvation and relentless bombardment, Russian General Anatoly Stessel surrendered the fortress, marking a decisive victory for Japan. Impact and significance. The Battle of Nanshan and the Siege of Port Arthur were defining moments in the war. Japan gained full control of the Liaodong Peninsula, eliminating Russia's main foothold in southern Manchuria. The destruction of Russia's Pacific Fleet weakened its naval power and shifted the balance of power in East Asia. The fall of Port Arthur boosted Japan's international reputation and set the stage for further victories, leading to Russia's eventual defeat in 1905. Conclusion. The victories at Nanshan and Port Arthur were key turning points in the Russo-Japanese War, demonstrating Japan's growing military prowess and marking the decline of Russian influence in East Asia. These battles paved the way for Japan's emergence as a dominant power in the Pacific.